Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Being Them Up. So last week we spoke about mindset and we spoke about the foundations of mindset that are success, resilience, and based in business growth. So I did mention that I wanted to continue on mindset because mindset is very important. So today I want to focus more on the fixed mindset versus a growth mindset. So let's get started. The difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset stems from underlying beliefs, experiences, and mental blocks. These shape how we handle challenges and learning. The influence of early experiences and environmental situations is one of the ways that our mindset is developed. Excuse me. People with a fixed mindset is usually focused on their innate abilities, meaning that they were born with these abilities to do something. And early in life, someone may have told them, oh, you're great at doing, say, drawing, right? And so the person gets stuck in that fixed mindset that I'm good at drawing, but oh, you're not good at analyzing. So they live their lives believing that they're only good at this one thing because this is the one gift or talent that was given to them at birth. So they stay focused on that one area as opposed to a growth mindset. Someone with a growth mindset may have experienced early in life a particular environment where they were encouraged to learn new things. Yes, you're great at drawing, but you also are wise, or you can do something else. You're also analytical. Maybe you need to work on some of your analytical skills so you can improve that, right? Because it's great to be good at one thing, but a growth mindset is a mindset that allows us to constantly know that our abilities are able to learn new things. So we understand as with a growth mindset that when you practice, you get to learn and improve, right? If you're just doing your drawing and you're not learning anything else, you're staying kind of fixed. I don't know why my throat is acting up. Self beliefs and identity. We kind of talked on that with our envy and jealousy video. Those with a fixed mindset struggle with their identity, right? They compare themselves to others and then they struggle with being good enough or feeling like they're good enough. So when they feel like, oh, I'm not good enough, then they're least likely to take risks and they don't challenge themselves to learn anything to push themselves forward. They don't, they try to avoid situations that challenges their weaknesses. The opposite of that is the growth mindset, where they a growth mindset sees their abilities as something that they can change and improve upon. They like getting feedback, whether it be positive or negative, because that feedback helps them to grow and to improve. They don't judge their own character. They don't feel like I'm not good enough to do this. They just do it. and they keep doing it. So a growth mindset is always about continuous improvement and learning. So that's the theme of a growth mindset. So if you have a growth mindset, you will know because you are constantly trying to improve and to learn. There's also that fear of failure. There's also the fear of failure and perfection. And with a fixed mindset, a failure or a setback is internalized as being final. When you have a fixed mindset, you don't really want to try new things, right? You avoid new things because you start feeling somewhat of a discomfort. You don't want to make mistakes because you're a perfectionist. And the example that comes to my mind is that just imagine you going skiing for the first time in your life. And you put on these skis, you have these sticks, and you're going down the slope and you keep falling. And you're looking awkward, you're looking silly because you're not even used to walking with these big things on your feet. And so when you start out something that you've never done before, you're going to feel uncomfortable. A fixed mindset is like, oh, I can't do this. I'm taking these skis off and I'm going to go sit down somewhere. But someone with a growth mindset is like, no, I'm going to continue to learn this until I stop falling. They set a goal, like I'm going to keep practicing, right? Because remember, they're about learning, they're about growth. So they may not ever become an expert person in skiing, and they can see the little kids going down the slopes on their little boards, and they may never get to that point. But if they can stay on their skis and get to the bottom without falling, that's growth for them, right? So they fall enough to continue to get to a certain point where they feel that they've reached a level of success in that area. So basically, they're going to push through any setbacks because they're persistent in improving. The impact of social and cultural factors also plays a part in our mindset, whether it be fixed or a growth one. Sometimes society sets these rigid standards on people that they can't possibly attain. Sometimes societal expectations are so strict that people can't possibly maintain them. They may be forced to constantly feel like they have to succeed at everything they do. And sometimes that constant need to succeed makes them avoid risks and challenges that they need to take in order to grow and succeed. So what happens is they stay in that comfort zone. They don't want to leave their comfort zone because I know I could do this and I'm going to keep doing it because I do it well, right? And I feel like that's how I felt when I was working a 9 to 5. Oh, I'm good because I could do this with my eyes closed and I'm in my comfort zone. You can't tell me anything about my job because I know everything. But starting a business, I don't know anything about this, right? I'm learning. So that's the difference between a growth and a fixed mindset in a sense where you have those societal and cultural factors that play a part. With a growth mindset, you have to step out of your comfort zone. With the growth mindset, you find yourself in an environment where that enhances your curiosity. You're able to experiment, and those things improve over time. Now, if I was going skiing every weekend in the winter, and I didn't know how to ski, if I was going every weekend because I wanted to learn, then I would become a great skier. I mean, it's just simple as that, right? Because you're putting in the time, you're putting in the effort. People with a growth mindset understand that skills are learnable. Skills are learnable even when challenges arise. Personal and psychological mental blocks. A fixed mindset is usually related to mental blocks because there's some self doubt there. There's that fear of being judged. They believe that their intelligence is fixed. Like, I can do this, I know I can do that, and that's that. I'm not thinking about going over there. I'm not thinking about, and even sometimes we think about even being on a job, getting a promotion. Some people want to get promoted. They want to make more money. They want to do something more. They want to contribute more, right? They want to do less but get more. But then some people are like, no, I don't want to go. I don't want to get promoted. I'm staying right here. I'm good right where I'm at. Now, whether that's a fixed mindset or not, there's other factors that play into that. But that can also be part of a fixed mindset. So you may not want to move up to the next level, but then, on another sense, you're limiting your potential because you don't know. You may do excellent in that next role. So it kind of keeps you stuck in that limiting belief syndrome. A growth mindset, you have fewer limitations, right? You have fewer self you have fewer self-imposed mental blocks. Those people feel comfortable pushing past their comfort zone, pushing the envelope a little. They approach their challenges like puzzles that they need to solve, not threats. And they're motivated by self-improvement, right? Improving themselves over time. Are fixed mindsets just mental blocks? In a way, yes, it is. Fixed mindsets are rooted in mental blocks or mental blockages. Of course, they stem from our beliefs of our self-worth. We may not value ourselves very much. We may have that fear of failure. We don't want to progress in life because we don't know how we're going to do if we do something else. We know that we're comfortable doing this and we're good at this. We're not trying to work on those other areas or those weaknesses. And cultural conditioning, depending on how you grew up or, who instilled certain information into you. It could have been limiting beliefs, right? You have to do everything right. And if you don't, something's wrong with you. So the good news is that these mental blocks can be worked through by creating an intention to do just that, to work through them, by actively challenging yourself and embracing the challenges as they arise. Reframing your thoughts from you can't do this or you're not good enough to do this, and seeking positive feedback or feedback in general so that you can have that growth mindset. It's possible for everyone to have a growth mindset. All you need is a little bit of awareness and practice. By setting small goals or incremental goals, celebrating your progress, and reframing those setbacks as learning experiences, as well as learning opportunities, you can gradually overcome your mental blockages that fixed mindset and embrace a more growth orientated mindset. So until next time, I'm Monica Renee. Peace and love.